Now let's look at number 5, the fifth point, future drivers of growth. So what do I mean by here? Future drivers of growth in the property stocks is actually so crucial, so important. All right, it is more important than ever, simply because, all right, past results. All right, past results is just a track record. A track record whether the property developer is able to complete its projects on time, on budget, and make a profit out of it. That's just a track record. Because these earnings do not carry forward in the future years. So in the future years, all right, let's say you buy at 2015, we want to know whether the property developer is able to make money in 2016, 17, 18, so on and so forth. So how do we know? We can actually find some clues, all right? And basically there are three things that we need to look at in order to find the clues. The first one is actually unbilled sales. The term here is indigenous to property stocks and construction companies. So unbilled sales here is actually referring to short term. Perhaps they already sell the property to the buyers, but they haven't really kickstart the project, or maybe they are in the early stages of the project, and these are sales that they intend, or they will be carried forward in the next 1 or 2 years. They will be realized in the 1 or 2 years. So this is actually more short term, more on the short term side. Land bank is more on the long term side. Land banking activities is actually another word for buying land for development purposes. All right. So this one, you give it a horizon of 3 to 5 years for them to realize. So basically, before you invest in the property stock, your time of horizon could be between 2 to 5 years. All right. So give it a 2 to 5 years. Of course, if you want to do short-term trading, then it's not that possible. It takes time for a project to realize its potential. Property launches. All right. This one depends on the property stock. Some companies, they actually don't release their project launches. They don't announce it in the Bursa filings or the Bursa announcement. This is not usually. This will make it harder for investors to actually gauge the future potential of the company. But if the company actually release this information, usually investors will have a plus point for that. All right, because you can actually see for your eyes, what are they doing to make money in the future? Very important. Okay, so let's move on to the final part of the part 1. Who is it for? All right, so this is actually the whole summary of part number 1. Who is it for? Property is for growth stocks, growth investors. IIT is for income-based investors. All right. When you talk about assets, the asset strength of a property stock lies in the manager. The manager's ability to actually carry out a project and be successful in it. IIT, the asset strength lies in the property. They don't care about they don't really care much about the manager, but they are more focused on what kind of property they hold. All right, because that is the one that is making the money. When it comes to profits, property uses a lot of credit. IIT is cash. Therefore, the dividends, as you can see, we should be aiming somewhere between 20 to 40%. Actually, you can't go further than 50% because SP Satir gives the best already, and the best is 47. So if you are looking for dividend income, you go with IIT, which pays you above 90% or minimum of 90% of your realized income. So therefore, when it comes to ROE, we should actually aim higher, which is above 10%, and IIT is about 6 to 10%, all right, 5 to 10%, all right. It doesn't go very far. It's quite predictable. For growth, all right. For IIT, they will actually buy new properties to actually grow their investment portfolio. Whereas property stocks, we look at 3 things: unbilled sales, land banking activities, and projects. All right, so this is actually part number 1. So this is the kind of concept that we need to actually practice before we actually look very seriously into property stocks. Now, altogether we have 92 property stocks. All right, and I have compiled them. So let's go to my database, and I'm going to show you how to pick the best of the best.